All right, hello YouTube. As promised, I am going to do a reaction video. As you can tell, it's got Albert Einstein on here, so it's science related. And more specifically, this video is about proof of the flat Earth. I am going to watch this and try not to blow up at them. So yeah, this is coming from I don't know. I'll put the YouTuber's name on the left side of the screen up there, and I'll also put the link to his video in the description down below. So go check out his video that he did. So yeah, let's go and start this up. And I'll try to keep it family friendly. I get a little bit sent over the edge, I guess you could say, with this kind of stuff, but hey, it's something that's kind of been going around. It's been a hot topic recently, so why not? Might as well do one of my own. Oh boy, starts out with FBI. Great.
Hi, my name's Andrew, and I love God. I'm a born-again man who has the Spirit of God. I don't like labels, but I must say that in 2016, I became a biblical flat earther. Now, before you call me nuts...
Okay. These are my least favorite type of people. Biblical flat earther. Why? In my opinion, these kind of people, these kind of flat earthers are the stupidest of the bunch, but I'll see what he has to say, and hopes that he doesn't bring up any Bible verses. Let's keep going.
Or absurd, or off of my rocker. Just know that I believed in the globe ball earth model for 29 years of my life. Basically my entire life, up until 6 months ago. When I first heard the term flat earth, I laughed and mocked and called anyone who believed that the earth was flat was crazy as hell. What I found, however, is that the more I looked and listened to them, and the more that I considered that the earth could be flat, it all started to add up, and the proof kept on stacking up. I love space, the concept and the idea of the heliocentric model, but there are so many flaws in it that I can no longer believe something that has no proof, as the ball earth model has none. Make no mistake, you must research something as flat earth on your own, and I'd love for you to learn the top 5 reasons why I became a biblical flat earther in 2016. Please keep an open mind, and thanks for watching my video. Here's the top 5 reasons that I no longer believe in the globe ball earth in 2016. Number 1. Space is fake. Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Did you know that there is no real true photo of the Earth from space?
Okay. You do realize that these all have different years on them. They're... If you go back in 1940 and look at the evolution from the, well, even before, look at the evolution of video cameras and regular cameras from even the 20s up to now, almost, well, about 100 years later. It's There's a big difference in how the cameras and the film pictures look. Like well, I'm not gonna put my finger over the camera. Take 1975 right here, for example. Compared to I don't know, 2013, 2015. Um, the the um the camera filter, I don't know what other word to use, but the camera filters have changed dramatically in the past even 100 years. Um, as I said, take 1920s to 2017. You go from black and white to black and white to black and white, and then you kind of getting into the color, but as you can see, like in 1975, it's really like still on edge, and in the 60s it was kind of like you were starting to drop lemon juice on a piece of paper or on a paper photograph. That's what it was kind of getting to. And then 70s roll around, you get a little bit more of the lemon juice, and then keep on going, keep on going. But then you clear up because the technology has become a lot better. So it's not a matter of the pictures being fake, it's a matter of the technology progressing over time. So that's all it is. That's all it is, really.
We're taught that these images are, but even NASA themselves openly admit that all these images are done in Photoshop. They are composite
Please tell me where they actually said that. Please.
computer-generated images. And if you look close,
Okay, they're computer generated images because you cannot get a clear picture of the Earth unless you send the Hubble Space Telescope out about halfway between the Earth and the Moon. You can't get a real good picture of that, of the Earth in its entirety. And as this is coming up, since this picture is up right now, I think I know where he's gonna start going with this and saying that they're not real because the America looks different in size. It looks different in size because one is zoomed in more fully. If you take an image, you can zoom. Like, crap. This one says 2007, right? This one says 2012. Well, if you realize 2007, you were just starting to get iPhones. Like, the iPhones were screwy, and they were just starting to come around. 2012, the technology is a lot better, and you can actually zoom in on certain things. So that's, in my opinion, that's all it is. Now, do I know that for certain? No, but in my opinion, I think that's all it is. Well, it could be, is a zoomed in picture of the Earth. Actually touch the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. A zoomed in picture of the Earth, and then it's cropped out. Because you can crop out pictures now. So I think that's what it is just a cropped out picture of America. So, but let's see. Let's keep on going.
you can see all the discrepancies in each of them. How some of the continents do not match up in size, and how the clone tool was used to create the clouds.
Okay, I gotta look at this. Yeah, he has a point, but weather patterns can be extremely weird. If you guys haven't seen, look up the hexagonal cloud hexagonal cloud formations where you had a bunch of clouds over London, but the patches in between clouds made like a hexagonal pattern, or was it a pentagon? One of the two, hexagonal or pentagonal pattern. That doesn't that's not supposed to happen. So weather can be really weird. I mean, heck, look at Bermuda Triangle. That's even crazier. But let's keep on going. But he does have a point because they do kind of look, they do look similar. But the one that kind of is weird with me though is how he has this lime green rectangle, but yet he doesn't have any other lime green one. But I don't know. Let's keep on going.
NASA even took the liberty to Photoshop the word sex into one such cloud formation. This can be noticed when flipping their composite upside down and zooming in. Were they bored? Or is this the calling card of Disney, as we've seen them do such similar subliminal messaging in such children movies as The Lion King and Tangled? I'm coming to find that NASA and Disney have a lot in common.
I mean, it's kind of funny for comedy. But
Every aspect of space footage is fake. We've seen water bubbles in footage and other discrepancies such as flimsy hatch lids, which clearly show this is not real whatsoever.
they're flimsy blah, blah, blah. I cannot talk. They're flimsy because they're in zero gravity. That's why, and because they're basically weightless. That's why they're flimsy and moving around so much, is because they're in zero gravity. In zero gravity, you have basically zero weight. So, or in zero gravity, you do have zero weight. So, yeah, that's all it is, really. It's because they're in zero gravity, and that's what's making it flimsy.
Footage from the ISS is easily faked using a green screen and what is known as a zero-G plane, as I'm sure of other methods as well. The plane flies high up in the air and then does a basic nosedive, producing an environment where everything is just in free fall. We can see here that this woman seems a little bit on edge and is clearly feeling unsafe, as I imagine most would in a plane that's in a free fall. Nations all over.
That's actually kind of entertaining, and that makes me kind of want to go in one of those. I don't know. My dad's a pilot. Maybe he can, and he works for the government, so maybe he can help me out. I doubt that would ever happen, but that is kind of a funny idea. But that does look fun, actually.
The world fake space, and it's just a money-making scheme. NASA alone pulled in a whopping $18.5 billion.
Okay, with that last one, have you ever heard of belts? And, like, if you put on your belt too tight, the pants are going to bulge out in certain places, so, yeah. And especially when you have your shirt kind of like, well, it wasn't really tucked in, but if your shirt is pressed against your body, it's going to exaggerate the bulging. Believe me, I put my belt on. Well, my pants are really big too, but yeah, pants are gonna bulge out if the belt's on too tight or if your pants are too big. So.
Dollars in 2016. Reason to lie? Yeah, very much. Number 2, there is no curve. Last time I checked, a ball shape has to have a curve somewhere. But in fact, once you truly look, you will find none. Anywhere. There's none. The proof of this is in objects that can be seen from certain distances over water.
Okay, then explain to me how the fact is that you can look at something. If the Earth is really flat, then how is it that you can watch a boat or a ship go out to sea, and then once it goes a certain number of miles away, it disappears over the horizon. If the Earth was really flat, you would be able to see. You would be able to see that boat for as long as you could. Even if you had binoculars on, you could still see the boat floating away into the ocean. Even if you have binoculars on, the boat is still going to go out of sight because of the curvature of the Earth, because it's going over the horizon. That's one big piece of evidence that I could come up with right off the top of my head.